Listen to everything around me, I can't see. Picked a dozen roses and left them. Got a little rolling through it.
First opened back in 2008. There's a look at Lucas Oil Stadium here in downtown Indy. Coming up, it's Divisional Round Saturday. We've got an AFC battle on tap between the Baltimore Ravens and the Indianapolis Colts. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
20-yard line.
Okay.
Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. The man open left side is Brown. And
You know what that
stopped
whoopie
right
shit
at the
means?
25 after a gain of 5. 5 yards on the game's first play. Second
That's
down.
some blood shit. That's like a,
He's
that's
going to
some
get his
blood
catches,
nigga.
so as they move forward defensively, got to
Everything
continue to
whoop.
focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. From the gun, Jackson. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And he's able to get up here to the 26.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And he's going to
foul.
this one as down he goes. That's Darius Leonard, the linebacker who got in and got into the turf. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When it's time to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starting in the NBA and power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Now the first carry for Marlon Mack. Malik Harrison on the tackle.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, Brissett. Open man is Trey Burton. And he gets this one in midfield before he's brought down. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
Okay. Oh, offensive line.
Usually we see
Okay.
runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early. Running through
Indiana.
all types of tackles and put the defense back on its
They
heels.
said Indiana. They said your name. His name was B. Smith. Oh, that's your offensive line. Your offensive line was on the ground. You still on the ground. I don't just feel it. You know that white man crawl on the ground?
Oh, that ain't the God. Somebody else come in and do.
On first down, they'll stay with Mack on the ground. And they move this all the way down to the 9. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
He
There we go,
completes
y'all.
this one to Mack.
Face
And he'll be
mask.
brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So now after the face mask penalty, here's 1st and goal. They'll run it with Mack. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
At the Ravens' 3-yard line.
Looking to run with Mack. And he takes it in for a Colts score. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. 11 yards on the pickup, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
From the gun, it's Jackson.
Hey!
Dobbins out of the backfield. And he will have a Ravens first down.
Looking for that. Okay, hey, nah, still look at this game. Nah, you know, okay now.
Convert on 3rd and inches. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Over the middle here to Brown. And they work this well upfield across the 45. He had 2 catches in the wild card game, and he's matched that total in the first quarter here in this one. And a first down as well. A shotgun snap and again to Dobbins. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Turn me out, Watson.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Jackson from the shotgun. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 22-yard line. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
First down, Ravens.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
With the score, Colts 7, Ravens nothing.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And he's got it. And he'll take it into the
There we go.
Do
that the third time.
Touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
He wants some goddamn reserves too.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Give it a leg. Why the keep posting leg? Your leg.
Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you
Oh, let go. Let go. Let go.
Picked off by the Pro Bowl Marcus Peters. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. And we'll see if that pick six looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome. But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven?
That me, that's good. That me, that's good. That me, that's good. Let go. I'll go back the way.
And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
When I throw that ball.
Lamar
When I throw that ball,
talents of escaping pressure that he possesses. He was helpless to do much of anything there. He had no chance. To try again after the sack. Jackson looking left side. Andrews with it complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
They go play action with Jackson.
Don't do that. Don't do that, Nate. Don't do that.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. They got the interception, but very little movement after. That forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense, because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
29-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Here's Brissett. Finds his big tight end, Mo Alley Cox. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. They'll run it. It's Mack. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. They'll try and run for this with Mack. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. They lost a big chunk, 6 yards there, and it leads to 4th down.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
21-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3 except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Like he's yo.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Right back to Dobbins on 1st. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional.
Give me that.
What?
Coming home with me, baby. Let's go block with that block. Come on, y'all.
And he'll get this.
That nigga damn sure jumped out the gym.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you
That
start playing
nigga
football
jumped.
as a safety,
I didn't think he was going to make
stay
it.
near top. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown, and pick it off, just as we saw there.
And he'll go down at the 28. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack.
That's right, Matt.
A couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Oh, Lord. There you go. Oh. There you go. There you go. Let's go. Give me a wall. Give me a wall. Give me a wall. There you go. Give me a block right there. There you go. Give me a wall, baby. Come on.
That's the 20. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown.
Be humble.
Even the great ones,
Don't play with me, nigga.
they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
And the lead will grow by one more.
Ravens 24, Colts 10. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Rodgers on the return. A good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches.
Did we get that?
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted.
We here.
Picked off by the Pro Bowl
We here.
Marcus Peters.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Throw left side complete. That's Brown. And he gets it down to the 32. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there. I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. From the gun, Jackson. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
I'm trying to get out in here and go taste it. My down is TV. They don't want to see us on TV and listen to news. I got something to prove. Yeah, I'm young, but I got something to prove.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. And Jackson throwing once more. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, helped scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Rodgers on the return. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So it's on to halftime of this AFC divisional round matchup as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. Fielded near the back of the end zone.
Hit them niggas.
Only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. 3rd quarter starts with a run by Mack. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down.
Come on.
His pass is
Oh,
intercepted.
get up, Clark. Get up, Clark.
Chuck Clark picking it off. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score.
Right back.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Everywhere.
Picked up
All right,
by
Lamar.
Julian
Oh,
Blackman.
go get him
30.
then. Go get him then.
10. And he will bring it back. An interception return for the Colts TD. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Makes the score Ravens 31, Colts 17. Rodrigo Blankenship.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken in the end zone. And only able to get this to the...
Hold up 1 second.
We got people that play football now. Jarvis came. Jarvis was here yesterday.
Jarvis played last year.
I know, but he didn't play he didn't go Tuesday or Monday. But he came yesterday. I didn't know. And the other dude that was on the guard was dribbling like this.
Uh-oh.
He was there, but he had no quarterback. Okay.
Hold on, get him all up. Them green ones. About them green ones. Yeah, they kind of ugly.
All right, I'm ready.
19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
19-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last that didn't bother you too much last time.
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
I lost game.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run here with Dobbins.
Yeah.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
When I beat the Chiefs, you went in here then?
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Dobbins running out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do.
Yeah, I saw
right
it.
now with that
I
lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
To a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Here's Sam Cook now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And now the up man has it. It's a fake, and the gamble pays off. They get the first. Anxious moments there on the fake, but they do get just enough to pick up the first down.
Damn. Yeah, heart moves like a regular heartbeat or some shit. Yeah, something weird.
Losing yardage back at the 40. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
2nd and 11 now. This time, Jackson will throw it. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 34-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. It's complete to Brown, right side. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
First down, Baltimore.
How old was he, Rick?
Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. And he stopped immediately there. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
2nd and 10 here as we sit in the 3rd quarter of this divisional round matchup. Throwing is Jackson.
Give me that, come on!
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
2 turnover touchdowns, man. Come on, man. Fuck that. Look at this game.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Operating from the gun, Jackson. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Jackson on target to Brown for a Ravens first down. They go back to the ground with Dobbins. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses. And
he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as the Ravens push further out in front. Well, after their wild card round game last week, you and I said, well, they played pretty well. Maybe they got a shot at keeping this one close. They've done more than keep this one close.
Yeah, they've made quite a statement, haven't they? And I don't know if it was the week off that hurt this defense, but they've been flat from the get-go. And that's always a coach's fear. Okay, you earn the open week, but you wonder how they'll respond with that extra time off.
And it seems like they've been running uphill all game.
I'm ready to do it by myself. Like, I'm trying to risk it. It ain't like it ain't risking, right?
33-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, yeah, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and do this with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll find Hines out of the backfield. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
And now this is Hilton on the receiving end, and he's taken down inside the 30. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, and it's good for a 1st down as well.
If I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Oh, that's hold it. He on the ground. Hold him out there.
He'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Marlon Mack with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer. And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive. Extra point splits the uprights. And that cuts this lead down to 13.
The fucking covered that pick 6 and that fumble for a touchdown.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone.
Still be in this bitch.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And now 1st downs are key. They want to keep that clock moving, up by 2 scores.
Come on, yeah, there we go.
Intercepted. Maybe the
there we go, black man. Let's go to Rook.
Picked off by Julian.
This nigga always getting the damn ball. Like, what the heck?
An interception return.
Fight back, goddammit.
Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around
we lose. Come on, man.
We could have a great finish.
We even on the turnovers now.
And now things get a bit more
I mean, you still would have been up. But we back in it, though.
Fielded in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs, but with the lead in the football clock right now, their friend as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now Jackson.
22-yard line.
Over the middle, complete. That's Andrews. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Give him 22 yards, and that's also where they snapped it from, the 22.
Ooh.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Julian Blackman bringing him down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
And 9.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson.
Come on, black man.
And look at this.
Hey, man.
Let's go.
Evie, who is this you created, cuz?
I ain't creating it. Oh, he's going. He's going, baby. We back in this bitch. Let's
He
go.
got 3 interceptions.
go.
3 picks by himself, cuz.
For a Colts TD.
Get the heck out of here,
Charles,
cuz.
we've seen them target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times.
This nigga got 3
And it's so
picks by
difficult to
himself, cuz.
determine
3 picks,
how
60
many
by
times
himself.
is too many, because how many times have we seen a team go and play and
Alright.
say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. Well, they got stopped
Ain't
on
over
that
yet,
one, and
boy.
it cost them 6
Far
points.
from over. Far from over,
Very
boy.
important extra
Like I said,
point there
we
on the
lose.
good.
Ain't gonna be
And
losing
they have
with a blowout.
taken the
Let's go.
lead here in this fourth quarter. Taken in the end zone.
Oh, shit.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they have to try and move past that pick 6, because now they're dealing with a fourth quarter deficit, and they need this drive to end in points. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And out across midfield down to the 45. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Well, they had held him pretty well in check, but if you recall back in the first quarter, you said they needed to avoid the big play. He finally gets loose.
And the thing about it, it doesn't have to be a bunch of big plays. Sometimes one big play can be enough. That's why it's tough to deal with a guy like that.
They'll get only a couple down to the 44. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done, because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you.
right now.
They get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about
that
one.
don't
He
fly here,
correctly
cuz.
figured
That,
one out
nope.
and made a really nice play.
From the 44, Jackson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Brown.
He ain't 32. You know what? We keep out. We know 32 and I'm still all the time.
That nigga's a rookie, too. I didn't even know he was on the team to this game. I swear to God, that nigga just...
First.
Yo.
Line of scrimmage, the 31
I
now
don't know
on
nothing about
first and
this
10.
team.
We know where he is at all time now. He right there.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the second round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football out of the backfield? To be able to get him in the second round, that's what I call a steal.
And this time the yards won't come so easy, as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock, in a tight 1-point game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
They'll look to throw.
Give me that. Let's go.
Oh,
Stop it, cuz. Stop it, man. Stop it.
And he'll return it to the
These niggas jumping out of the fucking jam, man. What the?
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an
These niggas
absolutely
are
monstrous big
laughing.
play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score. And he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
Starting the drive with a give to back. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
24-yard line.
They keep it on the ground. Mack again. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now Brissett. It's his target, the tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on the punt for the first time this afternoon.
What the fuck?
Some space to operate.
Okay, Duvernay. Okay, Rook. Cut in. Let's go,
That was
Rook.
some bullshit right there,
And
G.
now off to the races.
Oh
Down
my
the right
God, that was
sideline.
some bullshit.
And all the way in for the Ravens touchdown.
Yo.
72 yards on the punt
He got a
return.
Rook. Tell him we got a Rook,
Ravens
too.
have
Yo,
retaken
nah,
the
man, that was
lead.
crazy.
The Ravens.
It's the fourth quarter, partner, and everyone's looking for a hero in the fourth quarter. They just found theirs.
Yeah, so much for the offense coming out, trying to mount that go-ahead drive. They get it right there on the punt return.
And a punt return
Oh,
play
get that-
can change the
oh,
momentum
shit.
so many different ways and maybe put a team in
Oh,
command.
man,
So
that
the
was some
signal caller doing it
bullshit.
himself there on the two-point try.
That nigga
You
didn't
gotta
even
let
let
go. We always
animation
talk
was
about the ball
trash.
staying in the hands of the best players, but most of the time you want to get it to a back, pitch it to a wide receiver. In this case, the quarterback did it himself.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's
Damn,
dropped at the
quarterback.
17.
What?
They get punted.
Who? Nobody touched the nigga.
Hey,
Niggas
that
tryna
punter
get
got
their
pride
way.
on line, man. He like, man,
Yeah,
let
nigga
me tell you.
try to untake the blame already. Wasn't my fault.
The Colts
Wasn't
come to
even
the
in there.
line ready to start their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time
Throw that shit.
gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences.
y'all.
And this is what they work on. Every
84
week in
yards
practice,
passing
usually on
and
Friday,
got 38
they
points.
go over this type of a situation.
Because one
Late
nigga
game
on his
situation,
team
what are we
done
going
put
to
up
do
20
when we
something
have the
points by
opportunity?
himself
They've
on
called these
defense.
plays a
Y'all
bunch of
got me
times.
kidding me.
Now's their chance to execute them.
Now they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. This one into the hands of Burton. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Naeem Hines, his first carry. And this is going to be a Colts first down. His good running gets him to about the 44. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. As the clock will stop with 37
happening?
seconds to play.
10 at the 41
What's
yard
happening?
line.
Bring him in, cuz. Don't even play around with him no more. Bring
The
him in.
drive continues as they search for a tying
Bring him in. Don't
touchdown.
play around.
Here's
There we
first
go.
and 10.
Bring him in.
Here's Brissett.
Oh, come on, let me put my
Nowhere to fit
hands
that
up now.
football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for his running back, Naeem Hines, but it'll be second down. Play fake, Brissett. A good throw here, finding Pascal.
Who left this
And
nigga
they're
wide
gonna have this in a
open?
great spot way down in Baltimore
Right time out.
territory. Now the Colts will
Nobody
use
got no
their
more
third
time
and
off.
final
It's over with.
timeout.
It's now
As
or
they get
never,
it with
bitch.
26
Bill ain't gonna
seconds
do
to go in
shit.
the football game. So a big play
Everything
as it
to
gets them
go.
all the way down to the 20 now for first and 10.
Yeah, I know. The time on my side now, like,
From the red zone now, Brissett. That's complete to Hines.
Good
Good hit, what? Get me bound.
And
Good
they'll bring him
hit.
down at the 13-yard line. 6 yards on
oh,
the pickup,
shit.
and it'll make
Put
it
the
second
spike
down.
up.
At the Ravens' 13-yard line.
Good game, boy.
One side moves on, and then of course
I'm gonna leave number 32. This nigga piss me off.
They face what they don't want to face, and that's the
Oh
offseason.
man,
That
I
nigga right there, number 32. Right here. Look at this. They showed the nigga air pictures. He was the whole team.
OTAs and mini camps before that.
I don't know.
Black, his name is Blackmon. I don't know who he was either. Nigga just showed up this game.
To this game, one game short of a conference championship. They'll have the whole offseason.
We both had 5 tackles. That shit came down to the wire. This nigga, man, that bullshit. I want to see that play. I want to see that. Nah, I want to see that kickoff return.
Hey, you saw the punt return, Rick?
Find us on Twitter at EA Madden.
That was some bullshit, bro. Look at that animation, like
Duvernay.
nobody. Yo, it's the wait. Nah, man. They won't let me cook. No, I'm turning my screen on. That was some bullshit, bro. It was a good game. We both had bullshit on each side, but that right